Hi guys, I'm Ember. Thank you so much for being here. So today I'm here with another collective tarot reading, and I pulled your current energies and I got a lot. I got the Storm. I got the Stone, the Mentor, the Mother, and Anima Mundi. And I was like, okay, that's a lot. But Spirit really wanted me to leave all these in. Okay, so you're currently moving through a storm. I'm sorry about the lighting. I can't really do anything about it at this moment. I tried, but I was like, nope, it's not working. So I'm all right. I think it's okay. Okay, so the storm. So you're working through something really big. I feel like you could be in the middle of, I'm hearing an actual storm. So some of you could actually be in the middle of an actual storm. Weird. But some of you could be experiencing the storm. And what I got from the stone, so the storm, so you see how it's all like this, and it looks like in the middle, it looks like exactly like that to me. I wish I could be like in here. It kind of looks like the same kind of coloring. And I was like, okay, so there's something that it could be a past storm that some of you are connecting with. So the stone, there's something that I feel like has calcified within you from the past, like from possibly childhood. Could be past lives for some of you, but I do get there was a storm you lived in from the past and it kind of calcified into this stone. Okay, see how it's in the middle, and I feel like you're getting to this stone and breaking apart this storm that happened to you from your past. Now, oh my gosh, I lost my train of thought. You're breaking apart something old. I am getting a very ancient energy. Wow, I'm also getting generational curses again for some of you. There's a storm that you once lived through that calcified into a stone within your, I'm hearing energy body. Literally I'm hearing energy body. And you're breaking this down and breaking it apart. So when you do stuff like that, it's going to kind of get bigger before it is able to be released. So there's something about a current storm that you could be feeling stormy energy, right? I'm getting the reading I did yesterday with chaos is kind of similar in a very similar way, but this feels a little bit, this is connected to that. So if you watch that reading, it's connected, but I feel like this is going a little bit deeper into the energy and seeing it a little bit more clearly. So because I was having such a hard time clearly seeing what was going on. And I feel like I'm getting more clear seeing, which means that you're getting more clear seeing, where you're feeling more clarity on the situation. And it could be, I do feel like for some of you, this storm could be involving another person or multiple people or a situation that you're currently in. But I also get that it's old and ancient. So I'm seeing it go from this small calcified ball of energy to opening it up and expanding. So then you're going to feel it. I definitely, I'm feeling it's whirling around you now. It's not calcified into this small space, which is really good. This is a really good thing. Spirit is saying it's so good. So if you're feeling very what is going on? This is painful. I don't want to be dealing with this. This is a lot. I'm feeling chaotic. I'm feeling stormy. I'm feeling upset. I don't feel like myself. Spirit's saying it's part of the process and reminding you that's part of the process. Now, once you release and get through this storm, and you get through this storm by mothering yourself, and I love that you have this in your current energy, and being a mentor to yourself. But oh my gosh, you want to talk about this? Okay, so I didn't have. I'm getting confirmation for some reason. I didn't have. I don't want to say anything like that, but. I didn't feel very mothered when I was a child, right? I didn't feel like I was being protected or nurtured at all. Even though I think she tried her best, right? And I don't hold it against her at all anymore. And I was doing this thing in meditation the other day, and I was asking my inner child, can I be your mother? Because the way to healing is through nurturing yourself. And the way that I experience it, and I think it could be helpful for you if you can connect to this, is by meeting my scared child wounded parts, because I have a bunch of them. And I was really thinking about okay, I didn't have the mother I wanted when I was a kid. And I really want to be that mother for myself. And that takes a lot of getting ready to be that, because you have to work through all this stuff, right? And I feel like I love that you have the mother in your energy because it shows that you're looking to nurture yourself through the storm that you're in. And really, like, I'm seeing the Empress. So, like, really, like, looking at yourself through a compassionate lens. Like, nurturing the parts of you that are feeling afraid. Looking at them. Because a lot of, I think, we do as humans, we seek pleasure and we avoid pain. Our brains do that. And I think that it's easy to avoid the pain because it's so overwhelming sometimes. So you have to get to a point where you're like willing to like look at the pain and like look it right in the face. And this to me is really speaking of that. Like you're really looking at this with a clear eye, but you're also willing to look at it. And I think that being willing to look at it is half the battle. I really do. It's getting to that point where you're like, okay, I'm tired of like not looking at this. I got to look at this now. Like almost to the point of like despair where you're just like, fine, I'll look at it. Like I'll just look it in the face. Fine. So I love that this is in your energy. Now, what I also love is that you got the mentor. And this is talking about mentoring yourself, but I love this because I feel like what this is telling me is that whatever you're doing, whatever way you're working through the storm, how you're moving through it, what you're seeing, how you're using certain coping mechanisms to help you move through it, I'm hearing the click or the answer is to this type of healing that you're doing is something that you're going to help others with. So I was like, oh, I love it. It's the mentor. You're going to take what you've learned and you're taking what you're learning and you're applying it. There's something about applying this energy. Like I feel like for a lot of you, you are applying this in some way to either people, to situations, to yourself, to helping others. There's something about helping others through a storm that they're going through. And Anima Mundi is basically everything that connects everything. Everything that, like all that there is connecting everything in the world in the 3D. And there's something about you making connections that other people don't usually make. And you being brave enough to make those connections. And it's really beautiful. Like this to me is so like... I was looking for this in my reading yesterday. Like, where is the like hope and where is the like excitement and the clarity, right? Because, and I think that's what happens too. Like what I was talking about, I don't know why I keep going back to my yesterday reading, but it's obviously important. So when we're dysregulated, it's really hard to feel hope and it's really hard to connect to the self and connect to your guides and connect to nature. And it's just like, it's like connection becomes harder to feel. I'm hearing heal, but feel when you are dysregulated. And I love that this is the next day, which means that most of you or all of you, whoever's watching this video now, regulated enough to now see the higher picture. Something about like zooming out and being able to see. But it just shows me that whoever I'm speaking to is regulating or trying to regulate, right? Because regulating is like a practice and it's not easy to do or everyone would be doing it. And I think that there is something here that you're learning about regulating. Like you're learning about how to calm your nervous system. You're learning about when things are too chaotic that you can't really get a lot done, or when things are too stormy, you can't really move in the way that you want. And I think that that's something that you're learning. And it's really big. Like this is huge. Like I genuinely am like really excited for you because you're doing a lot of work and it's showing. Like it really is showing in the cards. Yeah, this is what I'm seeing. Empty well, time to replenish. You're replenishing. I'm getting brought back to the stone. It's like bringing the motherly energy to the calcification of the stone that was given to you, I feel like by other people, by traumatic situations. Just like there's something about, I'm hearing drama for some reason for some of you. So I don't know why this is coming up. This definitely I wasn't thinking about this before. So drama is a way that people can feed themselves in some way. And I'm talking about energetically. It's a certain frequency drama. And like people that like gossip. It's like a certain frequency. And it's it feels satisfying at first, but then once you get into the actual, what it actually is, it's very unsatisfying. It's almost like it's satisfying and then it's like not satisfying enough that you like need more. It's almost like giving like that, like addiction, right? Like it's like that needing to, there's something about drama here. Okay. I don't know why I'm going into this, but maybe it's important. So if you're in a situation where you're with people that are in this energy, right? How do I explain this? If you're in a situation where you're in with people that are in this energy and wanting to create drama, because there's something about creating drama and chaos, that's going to drain you because it's a feeding energy, right? If you think about it, right? It's like an energy you feed off of. And so there's something about stepping away from the people and places that are causing you to feel empty. And like this regulation and looking at the storm, maybe the storm is about people that are creating drama in your life. Some of you it is, some of you it's not, but some of you it is. I'm starving all of a sudden. So weird. Bringing energy. Yeah, interesting. I'm like, why did I feel starving all of a sudden? It's like being taken from so much that you're starving for nurturing. And I don't know if I'm connecting to you or someone outside of you. Just take it as it resonates. But there's something about bringing this motherly energy and the mentor energy even into the empty well. So it's like maybe this is about learning about how to replenish your own well, like your own sense of self, your own energy stores is what I'm seeing. There is a closing door. There's a completion to something. You're closing the door on something. Yeah, look, I love it. The root girl is a disowned self. So this is the part of you that was, it's like if you could think of the part of you that was like the most abandoned, the most disowned, the most buried even. Yeah. The root of, and maybe a core piece of you was like, I'm seeing it again as a stone. Like, the calcification, I feel like the stone calcification, which is a storm from the past, like calcified a certain part of you. That's what I'm getting. Calcified a certain part of you that you had to like disconnect from because it was disowned by whoever you were around so much. So okay, that's what I'm getting. By mothering yourself and giving energy to this and decalcifying, I don't know if that's a word, but breaking down the calcification, you're breaking down and opening a disowned part of yourself that has been buried for a very long time. And I'm getting that it is a really important piece of you. And it's not something that should be shunned, right? Like a lot of the times people are projecting onto us. Like if you had a parent, okay, that disowned a part of you or didn't say that a part of you was okay, that was usually a projection from something that they learned when they were a child and keep themselves safe. They need to project onto you to stop you being like that so that they could feel safe within their own nervous system because they were told it was unsafe when they were a kid. It's a pattern and how it moves down. Right. So this is about mothering and opening and being aware and compassionate and non-judgmental and open. I'm just hearing open enough to connect to the calcification, right? To break it down. Some of you could be doing this with dreaming. Some of you could be doing this with Reiki. I just really, the mechanical way that it's being done is important. And or the practical way that it's being done is important. I'm not trying to discredit that. What was I going to say? But I think Spirit just wants to get you to maybe see how big this is. This is huge. Like you're getting a missing piece of yourself that you may have disconnected or disowned because it wasn't safe to own it. Now you're opening that piece up. And now that piece, whichever part of you that was disowned, is usually really special. Like it's usually really like either leadership or I'm hearing sassy, but really like a part of you that like it could be different parts for all of you, of course, but usually it's a part of you that's empowered, courageous, really wants to go after things, really likes to be creative, really likes to choose for yourself, or it could be a vulnerable part of you too. It could be a very like sensitive part, right? Like it just depends. Okay. So this part that you're opening up to and breaking the calcification down and getting to know is a really special part of you that is going to help you in you now, but also you in the future. And it's it could be feeling very foreign for some of you. This could be feeling very like foreign for you. Like, okay, like what does this look like? This is scary. Like I've never connected to this part of me before. Yeah, how can I like best show up? And I definitely get the mother energy is going to help you the most. Yeah, the mother energy is going to help you the most. Okay. What do I want to do? Tarot or this? Yeah, this, okay, I see it right here. It says confidence in your magic. Magician's sword. This actually could have been a part of you that was connected to manifesting something for yourself. So if you've had difficulty with manifestations, this is part of like that power that you have to manifest. It's like believing in yourself to manifest, believing in hope and excitement and maybe even being a leader in your own life, being sovereign in your own life. Like this is about finding the confidence in your magic and who you really are as a soul, who you really are like deep down that you had to maybe box away to keep yourself safe, right? It's very unconscious when we do that anyways. Okay, I want to get some tarot cards and see if there's anything else. Some of you have to make an emotional decision about something on where to give your energy to. Yeah. Okay, let me see what's going on. King of Swords, Ace of Swords. Look at that. I gotta show you guys this. It's crazy. So that's a sword. That's a sword. And then this is King of Swords. Look at how many swords there are. This is like major truth. Like I'm hearing the major truth of you coming out. Like who you really are. Like it's coming alive. Because you're dealing with a storm that helped bury you from being sovereign, being powerful in some way, following the beat of your own drum because of the devil and the Five of Swords. There's people that told you that it was not okay for you to be like this, that it was not okay for you to think like this, to feel like this, that you were either too sensitive or too much or too angry or too powerful, or it's like anything like that. Okay, let me see what else is going on. Strength. Leo energy is coming out. That makes sense. It's like some of you had to bury the strength of your heart. Specifically your heart. I was hearing strength of will. Some of you could be experiencing that, but I'm definitely getting more. It's like the strength of your heart. Like the belief in yourself. Yeah, like you had to disconnect from the strength of who you really are because people told you that your strength was dangerous, because it was dangerous to them. Because they can't have power over you if you have power within yourself. There's something huge happening here, you guys. Like, holy crap. Strength. Let me see what strength's about. Yeah, Three of Swords. Ace of Wands. Let me get two more, Spirit Guides. Two more. Emperor. Three of Pentacles and Six of Cups. Yeah. So we got Aries energy, Leo energy. We got a lot of fire energy out here, too. You're collaborating. I'm hearing you're collaborating under a new truth. And that new truth is helping you see yourself in the right light. Interesting how the light was super bright in the beginning and it's still bright. But like, I definitely feel like light has something to do with it. There's old pain that's being removed because you're collaborating with the past in a way that is motherly and nurturing. And it's causing you to be able to step into a new beginning as an emperor. An emperor is like having complete sovereignty over oneself. And doing so with the strength of your heart. You're not shutting down parts of yourself to do this. You're actually opening up different parts of you to walk into this new beginning in a very sovereign clarity and very like I'm hearing sovereign, logical, and the Emperor is the Four Kings all together. But we have an extra dose of the King of Swords, which is like decisiveness and action, logical thoughts, but how am I seeing this? It's very masculine energy. So if you were having a hard time with your masculine energy, this is like opening you up to like being able to take steps in a very masculine way, even if you're feminine. We all have masculine and feminine. By the strength of your own heart, leading you into a major, major new understanding of yourself, a new truth, to a new beginning as your sovereign self, as you able to make decisions and take care of yourself and really like in a way that's not shutting, I keep hearing this, not shutting down parts of yourself to do so. You may have had to shut down parts of your heart or self to move in a certain way, and you don't have to do that anymore. You're opening your heart back up. Leo is all about the heart. I love Leos. Okay. I'm going to get a final advice. What's the final advice? I'm like, keep going. That's my advice. I'm like, keep going. You're doing great. The advice is, okay, we got Galactic Mushroom, Divine Matrix, Fortune's Wheel, Luck and Right Timing. Spirit is saying that you're going to know the right time to move. Okay. So if you're feeling like you don't know when to move, it's going to happen at the right time and when you're ready. Okay. Spirit doesn't want you to pressure yourself to move quicker than you're ready. And I don't mean like, I feel like you may be pressuring yourself to make a move that you're not ready to make yet. And Spirit's saying there is a right time, and there you will feel like it's the right time. It will be, I'm hearing Spirit say you will be made aware of it. Okay. We also have compassion, heart home. Yeah, be compassionate towards yourself. I'm hearing radical acceptance. What is radical acceptance to you? What does that look like? And then we have wandering between realms, straddling worlds. I feel like this is you transitioning. You're in a transition period. I definitely feel like this is a transition period to, I mean, so much beautiful stuff, but like to a new sense of self in a sovereign, heart-led way. Okay, guys, I think that's all I have for you. Thank you so much for being here, and I will see you guys next time.